possibly the go-ahead run. Here's the play, they're going to lob it to home, and it gets down, and he's out at home. Here comes the run, play it third, and sight. The pitch, and this is hit hard. This is going to left field. This one is back, and it's out of here.
The third baseman, number 15.
Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to the 2019 Super League season. As you can see, the Carp standing on deck. We have a rematch of our first game of the 2019 season from last year's grand final, where the Denmark Crushers were able to beat the Carp 1-0 in a well-pitched inaugural season debut. We got some new rules here. We'll go over them as we start with the Australian national anthem. And we're about ready to go here. Pitchers are going to be getting ready. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the top of the order here, we do have a few new rules for Super League this year. We still do have the speed up rules with the 90 seconds between innings. Pitchers are allowed only 30 pitches this year instead of 40, but they can go multiple innings. But the biggest rule we have changed this year is every inning we will be starting with men on first and second and nobody out. So we've got international baseball rules for extra innings, but we have them every inning. So we're looking to see a lot more offensive production from the hitters this year, and some of the teams have built their ways around there. Last year we had the Carp that was full of young players. Found themselves battling every week. Started off a little slow, got to the final. Great fairy tale story. Just couldn't quite cap it off at the end against the Denmark Crushers, who were built right from the beginning with veteran players. They started off dominant. A little bit of a lag in the middle of the season, but were able to finish it off strong, got themselves a championship in the inaugural season. This year we got the same 4 teams competing, but we got new rosters as well. We had another draft. Each team was allowed to have a couple marquees. We'll go over those. Denmark Crushers bringing back Anthony Herrera. Tonight he's going to be starting at shortstop. He could have been the savior for their team last year. Did it on the mound, did it in the field, did it with the bat. It was a human highlight film. This year he's looking to do the same. We saw a quick picture of Jordy Gross there. Led the league with a .82 ERA in 11 innings. Had great numbers, 2 walks, 14 Ks. See if this year the difference, he's got Mason Clavel behind the plate instead of the veteran Landon Hernandez. We'll see if that is any difference for him. And start with the batting orders for the Carp. Playing shortstop, Mitch Lightbody's going to lead it off with Gary Owens following him up. Nick Platten back from the U.S. in the 3-hole. Nico Vanderlinden in the cleanup spot. Cesar Perez, an import from West Torrens. Jack Partington, also back from the United States. Youngster Jacob Stott, youngster Carter Powell, and then Jack Platten rounded out. First pitch from Jordy Gross, swing, and Mitch Lightbody, strike 1. Starts him off with a curveball, and that's going to be because we're already starting with runners on first and second, nobody out. Pitchers don't get the opportunity just to throw that first pitch fastball right over the middle of the plate, because the guy could yank it into a corner, and then he's down 2-0 on 1 pitch. The 0-1 fastball right on the outside corner. And Lightbody's in behind 0-2. One of the things we'll have to see as we go throughout the season from the coaches is if they decide to play a little bit of small ball, if they play big ball and wait for that 3-run home run, something in the gap, or if they just want to go base by base. Light body fouls off fastball. Just above the top of the zone. Talking to head coach Darren Roberts of the Carp today. He was going to take it just kind of as the game went, inning by inning in the first week, to see how everybody was going to play out this new format. The 0-2, ball outside in the dirt. Good block there by Clavel. Keep the ball in front of him. Doesn't allow the runners to advance. You're also going to need a very good catcher in this year's Super League. Catcher that blocks baseballs, doesn't let anything get by him, as there's always going to be runners on base. Light body digs in. 1-2 pitch coming from Jordy Gross. Big swing and a miss. Another inside fastball there. Started him off with a curveball, then followed up with 3 straight fastballs. Pitched him backwards a little bit. Got him off balance, and was able to get the first out of the Super League 2019 season. A strikeout. This is where the decision to maybe not play small ball, as now we need running hits here to get a couple of runs. First pitch, Owens starts him off with curveball just as he started light body. We'll see if he follows the same pattern of attacking him with just fastballs. Was sunny and nice here as of 5 minutes before game time. Clouds are rolling in. It's getting a little cooler. We got the lights popping on. Hopefully the rain will hold off. Good take there by Gary Owens. Fastball just missed on the outside corner. They're looking to try to get him to chase something there. He was able to spit on it, as we say. Took a very good pitch. And back to 1-1. You do see the clock ticking on the bottom corner there. There's a good fastball. Catches the outside corner. Even the count. Gross comes set. Runners take their lead. Pitch to Owens. Outside corner, strike 3, and we got back-to-back strikeouts for Jordy Gross, picking up right where he left off last season in the Super League. Jordy Gross really thrived last year in the Super League, as I mentioned. He went 1-0. He had a .82 ERA. His SABL season a little on the downside for him. He was 2-12 with a 7.15, so he has given up some hits, but in the Super League he was dominant. Nick Platten swinging at the first pitch, goes after a fastball there, fouls it straight back. Nick Platten, he's back from the United States. Last year he was at Heston College in Kansas. He hit .228 in 79 at-bats. He had himself a good week in week 1 for the Kensington Cardinals. There's going to be a single to center field. That's going to score 1. Runner's going advancing. And in for a 1-0 lead. Good throw from center fielder Patty English there. Came in hard, charged that ball. Throw was just up the line a little bit. Here we go, Nico Vanderlinden stepping to the plate, center fielder in the cleanup spot. Handles the bat very well. Probably not your prototypical number 4 hitter with tons of power, but he does handle the bat. Able to put balls in play, which is what you need with the new Super League rules. And we got the Carp early, runners on the corners. We do have the winds picking up and the rain coming in. You can see it coming down in Vanderlinden's helmet there. Let's see if that plays a bit of a difference as we go. Runner stays. Fastball down the middle, Vanderlinden takes for strike 1. Gross up 0-1. Platten gets his lead. Looking maybe to go. He stays. Didn't mean to, but that's a check swing. Strike 2. And Jordy Gross up 0-2 on another Carp hitter. So far the Carp have decided to play fairly stationary. Haven't been overly aggressive. Ground ball short. Herrera, fumbles that one. Finds the ball on his own. Over to first, sails a little bit as his wind picks up. Terrell Joyce couldn't quite hold on there. That's going to allow the Carp to score a second run. Platten rolls into third base as the ball just scoots away from Joyce at first base. And we're going to get our first error of the Super League season. Following our first hit of Super League season. We had 2-0 lead. Carp still with runners on the corners. 2 outs here. The rain's picking up a little harder. Vanderlinden grabs his lead from first base. Fastball, big swing and a miss there. Cesar Perez in play. He's a pitcher with the West Torrens Eagles this year. Currently the import for West Torrens. Pitcher and position player. Going to be a dual utility for the Eagles. Curveball. Fouled that one off. Got a piece of it into the glove of Clavel. And Gross ahead 0-2. It's going to be one of the things we're going to see from the pitchers this year in the Super League. They're not going to be allowed to nitpick. Not going to be allowed to nibble at corners with base runners on. Nibbling, sometimes you throw balls past your catcher, so you don't want those runners taking extra bases. So you're going to have to attack the hitters. So you're going to see some of the offensive ones putting up some numbers this season. And there's the curveball. That one just slipped out of his hand as he came. Really not a pitch he was looking to throw there, but not going to hurt him. 1-2, still ahead in the count. With 2 out, you see Vanderlinden's looking to go. He's leaning, then he's going. Swing and a miss from Perez on the outside. So Jordan Gross strikes out the side, but the Carp scored 2 on 1 hit and 1 walk. But of course, with the extra runners already on base, grab themselves a 2-0 lead. So we head to the bottom of the first. Crushers coming to bat to defend their crown. And we're back for Wednesday Night Super League 2019 baseball season. We're in the bottom of the first inning. The rain and the wind are slowing a little bit. We still have it out here. But with the new rules, runners first and second in every inning. We saw the Carp already take advantage of that. Score 2 in the top of the first on a base hit from Nick Platten and then a fielding error. And now the Crushers are going to see if they can answer back. Last year's Grand Final MVP, Anthony Herrera, is going to lead off. Takes the first pitch high from Gary Owens. Carp lined up defensively from left to right in the outfield. Jack Partington in left. Nico Vanderlinden in center. Jack Platten in right across the infield. Jacob Scott at third base, mid-flight body. There's a bloop from good defensive play from Nick Platten. And then at second base, that's going to be Darcy Berry. The youngster gets caught leading a little too far. Great diving play there, sliding play from Nick Platten. Good awareness to turn around knew exactly to go over to that base, and we had double play right off the bat. We do have the new rules. Last year, pitchers were only allowed to throw 40 pitches or 2 innings. This year, it's 30 pitches, but if they can get it and they can get 3-4 innings and 30 pitches, they can keep going. For ABL fans, you're not seeing things. That is Aaron Whitefield at the plate facing Gary Owens. One of the things we're going to have, Aaron Whitefield's going to get himself ready for Premier 12. This game he's going to be playing with the Denmark Crushers. Takes a fastball outside, 2-0. He's going to DH this game, and then he's going to play the next game when the Wasps take on the Clippers for the Clippers. And then next week, he'll be playing with the Carp and the Wasps, so he's going to play one game with every team. The line drive right up the middle. How's it going, Gary Owens? Right back at you. Gets himself out of the way, and Whitefield's got himself a single. Little laugh between the two of them as they know each other well. And Crushers got themselves going here. They're down 2-0. But first and second, 2 out, and Terrell Joyce up to bat. Terrell Joyce just came back from back-to-back championship seasons in the Czech Republic with the Ostrava Arrows. Congratulations to them and alumni Chris Burkholder, where he hit .475, 17 home runs, 51 RBIs. It's a big swing and a miss on a curveball to get himself behind 0-1. And in the first week here at Goodwood with Sturt Saints, the big man went 3 for 3, stole a base, had a big home run onto the hill, left center field. He was looking for another one right there. See if he gets that fastball he's hunting for. There's a fastball in the outside corner. And he's down 0-2. So far, neither team has done much aggressively on the bases. Both still playing very base hit to base hit. Ground ball down third. Nice little scoop up there by third baseman. Jacob Scott tags his bag, gets the force out at third, and Gary Owens has got himself out of the inning. Little helpful from his defense there. Great play by Nick Platten. Got a wandering Carp player. And then a couple pitches later, he got himself out of the inning. We're going to go to the top of the second, 2-0 for the Carp. Welcome back to Super League action Wednesday night here at Bennett Field, West Beach, Adelaide. As you can see, the Carp have a 2-0 lead after one inning. Took advantage of a base hit from Nick Platten and a little bit of bad defense by the Crushers to score themselves a second run. We'll be looking for more here. Jack Partington leading off, followed by Jacob Scott and Carter Powell. This year, in the second year, we did have a draft again. Teams were allowed their 2 marquees. This year, the Carp selected Gary Owens and Mitch Lightbody as their marquees. We already saw both of them today. But same as last year, the Carp built themselves on young players. Looking at the beginning of the year last year, they were seen as one of the young teams, and they weren't given much chance. At the end, though, they were able to make it to the grand final where they happened to lose, and they'll be looking to repeat that success with a little bit more and win that one. We have Jack Partington leading off, another player, Australian player, back from the United States after a year of college at Pratt Community College, the Beavers, where limited time with the bat, but he went 4 for 5. pitched a little bit, 25 innings as well, so we'll see if he gets on the mound at some point as a two-way player. Yes. You can see the rain coming down there on Partington's helmet. Winds have picked up, rains are consistent. Looks like we're probably going to be in for a night of 2 games of a little bit less than ideal weather, but the players will make do. You see the runners take their lead. Partington with a big swing and a miss, even the count 1-1. He was hunting for a fastball, he got it, just couldn't quite catch up to that one there. Again, the new Super League rules this year, every inning we're starting with runners first and second, nobody out. So far both teams have decided to play very station to station. No bunting, no hit and runs. Still looking for their hits. As the wind picks up, Gross steps off. He's in for his second inning of work. Pitchers this year are allowed 30 pitches instead of 4, but they can go as long as they can, inning-wise. Partington follows that one straight back. Joyce will take a look, but deep into the rainy skies. Wind blowing pretty strong, directly right to left. So anything that gets up in the air is going to carry into left field. Could be an adventure, so runners are going to have to be quite wary on the bases. You see they take their leads. 1-2. Ball in the dirt. Could take there by Partington. Even the count 2-2. You do see the clock ticking away at the bottom of the bottom left score of your screen there. We're at the 18-minute mark. It is a 90-minute game. We do only have 90 seconds between, or 30 seconds between innings, excuse me. So line drive, ground ball. Herrera clean, up second, over to first. And then Partington beats it out. Good base running. Partington got down the line fairly quick. Herrera had to wait for that extra little hop as it skipped just off the mound. Good turn, high throw, but he was able to beat it out there. The runner now on the corners, 1 out. For Jacob Scott, young third baseman, getting his first chance. Last year he was 0 for 3 when he was with the Crushers. There's Partington going. He's not even going to draw a throw. Instead, Plavel's going to throw it to third base, try to get the runner at third to maybe napping or coming down the line a little too much. He was back at his bag. Now second and third for the Carp. 1 out. Crushers keep the defense back. Currently willing to give up that extra run for an out here. Good fastball in the inside corner from Jordy Gross. They're willing to give up that run at second inning. They're already down 2 because they don't want to turn it into a really big inning. They know that every inning they start with runners on first and second. It's a ground ball right through the hole for Jacob Scott. Hits himself an RBI single. First run coming in. It's going to be a play on the second one, and he is in safe. Partington just gets under the tag. Nick Carfar with a good throw from right field. 1 hop to Mason Clavel, but Partington just beats it out. Jacob Scott scores 2 with that single. It's up to 4-0. Carter Powell will be coming in. Another one of the new young players joining the Super League this year. As compared to last year with the new rules this year, we do have some new players. Last year we had a lot of veteran players in, players that ABL fans will be quite wary of. Steph Welch, Jeremy Cresswell, Josh Cakebread. Right now they all a little more family time this year for those gentlemen. Couldn't quite commit as much as they would have wanted to on Wednesday nights, but allow some of the younger players in the state an opportunity, like Jacob Scott right there, got himself an RBI single. And here's another one for Carter Powell. Swings at a good fastball inside, just misses. Last year Carter Powell, his first year getting a crack in the Division 1 of the SABL. He had 30 at-bats, 3 RBIs at 233. A lot of promise for this kid for East Torrens. And there goes the runner. Hit and run, down the line, foul ball. Looks like the Carp are opening up a little bit more this inning. They had Partington stealing right there, a hit and run. The younger players, they look like they're going to allow to get a little more movement going. And when you have the lead, it's easier to play that way. We'll see what the Crushers do in the bottom of the inning. Down now 4. They looked like last at bat they were willing to give up 1 for an out. Without getting out, they gave up 2 more, and now that deficit's growing a little bit. Good take from Carter Powell there on the curveball in the dirt. Still ahead in the count, 1-2. Looking to see if the Carp get another man in motion here. The way they've been throwing, imagine Jordy Gross is going back to his fastball here. He does. Just misses on the outside corner, even the count 2-2. Got Powell a little bit in a rocking chair here. A couple curveballs. One that he had for a strike and 1 for a ball. A few fastballs, been alternating back and forth. See if he comes back with that curveball. There goes the runner again. Fastball outside. Strike 3 called. Powell called looking. That's going to be a stolen base there for Jacob Scott. Gets himself down to second base and into scoring position now. 2 outs. So far, Jordy Gross has been bitten by a few hits, but out of his 5 outs, he does have 4 strikeouts. Oh. Looks like first-year manager Burke Weber's going to be going to the bullpen here. Jordy Gross nearing his 30-pitch limit. We'll see who's coming down out of right field. Looks like that's Josh Tyndall from the Sturt Saints coming in next. Josh last year, a little bit of time with the Crushers. He's back with them this year in 7 innings. He gave up 8 hits and had a 5.14 ERA. Had a lot more innings with the Saints last year in the SABL. It was 4-2, 57 innings pitched, 57 hits. So hit an inning, but also almost a strikeout an inning. 52 strikeouts in those 57 innings, with an ERA just over 5. He threw in the first week against Goodwood for the Saints when they won 10-0 in 8 innings, and he had 3 shutout innings in relief of Jackson Bremner-Russ. So he's looking to definitely build on last year and keep growing. We do see a hint of sun peeking up over in the distance, so hopefully we're going to get that coming our way in a little bit. But in here, we see the wind's blowing and we're getting blown around in the booth here, but players are loving it on the field. So we're here, still the top of the second. It's 4-0. Carp have a man on second with 2 out. 4-0 last year might have been a lot to overcome, as the grand final was a 1-0 game. 4-0 could seem a little harder, but this year when you get runners on first and second and nobody out to start every inning, a crooked number is quite easily put up. Here's Tyndall's first pitch. Taken right down the middle, Jack Plotton getting his first taste of Super League action. Young man from the Kensington Cardinals. Had a little bit of taste in the Division I action last year. He was 3 for 14 with a big double at one point. This is his first time Super League. He holds up on the slider as it tails outside. Even the count 1-1. Be looking to get himself an RBI as Jacob Scott drove into standing at second base now. He's getting off a big lead there. Fastball up outside. 2-1. Runners in scoring position, this is what hitters love to see. They love to see pitchers fall behind, and then it's up to the pitcher to have faith in his pitches. That one's fastball. It looks like he's trying to overthrow a little bit right now. Maybe the excitement of the first game taking over here. Usually once you get a batter or two into a game, butterflies ease away as a pitcher and get a little more comfortable. It's a 3-1 pitch, Platten. Big swing and a miss. And count goes full. Man on second, 2 out. Got a feel he's going to be going back to the fastball. His off-speed pitches haven't been really anywhere close yet. Fastball up, takes for ball 4. And Platten draws a walk. So first and second, 2 out. We go to the top of the order for Mitch Lightbody, who struck out in his first inning to lead off our season. Be looking for a little bit of redemption here. Be looking to blow the game open with a hit into the gap. And Dindle just pulling his body over. Everything's missing wide as he's trying to overthrow to hit that outside corner. Faces a teammate at third, Mitch Lightbody. That's going to be a fastball on the corner, and that one evens count 1-1. Took a little bit off that pitch. He was looking just to throw a strike. Lightbody saw he was maybe struggling to find the zone, was taking all the way. There's the 1-1 pitch. 2 out, top of the second, 4-0 for the Carp. There's a good slider that Tyndall possesses that helps him get that almost strikeout per inning guy. Now that he's ahead, he's able to play a little bit more. But as I mentioned before, this season you can't really nibble. As pitchers, you got to attack. So some of the bigger hitters are going to be feasting if you fall behind. Here's the 1-2. Good block there from Clavel. Able to backhand that one, save it from going to screen and runners moving up. Rain's picking up a little bit more as we get 2-2 pitch. Just a little bit high, a little bit of frustration there. Could be the wet ball, uncomfortable on the mound. But this is where a pitcher has to dig a little bit deeper, kind of ignore the situation that's around, clear the mechanism as it was made famous in a Kevin Costner movie, dial in and get himself out of the inning to help his team out here. Runners on the move, 3-2. Fastball low. Lightbody takes it for a walk. Loads the bases. For Gary Owens, starting pitcher for the Carp today. Very big bat out for the Woodville Senators. Gary Owens this year played in Germany, Heidenheim. Champions this year in 2019 where he hit .370, 10 home runs, 42 RBIs. He knows his situation very well. And a slider in the dirt, falling behind. Can't really afford to fall behind now with the bases loaded. Your team already trailing 4-0. It's where you want to make that one good pitch, get your team out of the inning, and give them a little bit of momentum to get back on the sticks for you. Fastball. Oh, slider. That was a good tight slider there from Tyndall. Went back to back. Owens hunting for a fastball, got himself a slider that tailed away right at the end. Even the count 1-1. See if they come with 3 in a row. That one in the dirt looked more like a changeup. And it looks like the skies are lightening up a little bit here. Should hopefully be good for the rest of the game. Pitchers and hitters won't have to fight any more downpours is what the forecast is looking at right now. Slider on the outside corner. Falls behind as you see the clock ticking down there. Or 31 minutes. This is a 90-minute game this year. Last year they were 120. This year 90 minutes with the speed up rules for every inning. In between, 30 seconds between innings. And 3-1. Ball in the dirt. And Tyndall's come in and walked 3 straight batters. And this time a run comes in to score. Rings up Nick Platten, bases loaded 2 out. We are going to have a visit here from pitching coach Nick Talbot. Last year, Nick Talbot was one of the players with the Crushers, instrumental in helping them win championship. This year he's taken on the role of pitching coach for some of the younger players. Probably couldn't have maybe one of the better players around as a pitching coach. Multiple caps medal, former Adelaide bite player. Certainly knows a thing or two about pitching. He can come out and just try to calm down his young pitcher here. Maybe get himself out of the moment. Let him know that they just need him to get out of the inning. 5-0 this year is not going to be hard to come back from with the rules that you get runners on every inning. So it's kind of a release the pressure out, get himself a fly ball to one of the outfielders, and get himself out of the inning. Nick Platten found some green with his first at bat at a single into right field and first RBI of the 2019 season. And he swings early, jumping ahead of a fastball, fouls it off. Tyndall comes set, 0-1 pitch. Good slider on the outside corner, 0-2. Has himself set up, but he struggled to consistently find the zone this inning. We'll see if he comes back with that slider, which seems to be the one that he feels almost the most comfortable throwing at the moment, as he's gone to it when he's needed a strike. That one just dips a little bit late on the outside, behind 1 and 2. Platten set in the box, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Tyndall gets himself out of the inning. Couple walks, couple hits, and the Carp score 3. Get themselves ahead, 5-0. Crushers come into bat. Definitely not out of it. Runners first and second, nobody out when we come back. We're back Wednesday night Super League action, first game of the 2019 season. Carp up 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Crushers take their at bat here, looking to put a couple on the board, get back in this game. This year we do have the new rules, first and second, nobody out. We're going to have the 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up. Center fielder Pat Inglis, followed by catcher Mason Clavel, and left fielder Charlie Ashcroft. See what the Crushers want to do this inning. Owen starts. Fastball in the outside corner. Gets ahead 0-1. First inning, Gary Owens able to get himself a double play on poor base running by the Crushers. There's good curveball. A little bit low. Evens count 1-1. And then Terrell Joyce grounded the ball to third base where the third baseman was able to tag himself. He might have been out of that first inning in under 10 pitches. He's working the second inning, fastball up and away. Ben Inglis with the Port Adelaide Magpies last year hit .307. This is his first year in the Super League. Hit .307 and 100 at bats last year. Central part of their batting order. And 1 home run, 11 RBIs. Good contact player. Only 15 walks and 20 strikeouts, so you know he does like to swing the bat. Crushers will be looking for something in the gap that they can get moving. Takes the fastball inside. Umpire called that one a strike. Make it a full count. Inglis didn't agree as he saw the bat was already on its way back to the dugout. And generally better be ready to swing here on something close. Umpires don't generally like too much. A little bit of gamesmanship there. That's going to be a single in the left field. Whitefield coming around the third. Going to be a play at the plate. That ball's going to be up the line a little bit, and Aaron Whitefield comes in to score on a single by Pat Inglis. And it's 5-1. And Crushers on the board for the first run of the 2019 season. Terrell Joyce going first to third. And yes, as we can see the single, Barton comes up throwing. Skied it a little bit. Carter Powell had to come get the ball, wasn't quite at the plate. But that was Aaron Whitefield coming around to score. He's going to play one game with each of the 4 teams, get himself ready before he heads off to the Premier 12, beginning of November. So we'll wish him and all the other players chosen for the team Australia good luck. Owens comes a fastball high to Mason Clavel. It's 1-0. Let's see if the Crushers decide to get Inglis moving at first base. That one just missed on the outside corner. 2-0. As you can see on the score, it's 5-1 for the Carp. But right now, Crushers with runners on the corners, nobody out. Making a move to get back in this game here in the bottom of the second inning. Pick to first, Inglis gets back. Clavel last year did a few rolls for the Carp. Batted 174 and 23 at-bats, looking to do better this season. Takes another ball. But in the SABL, he was one of the stronger hitters at .374, 8 home runs, 21 RBIs. Only struck out 16 times and over 100 at-bats. So you got to expect the ball will be put in play here. That one's a drive into left field. Parkinton's watch that one go over his head. That one's going to one-hop the wall. Joyce is going to score easily. Inglis is going into third base. Clavel's going to walk into second base. Nobody there. And we got a double. And the Crushers are right back in this game. 5-2 as we watch that ball off the wall. Hits the lip. Don't think Partington had a shot at third or second base there. Gets it in quickly so Inglis can't advance any further. But second and third, nobody out here for the Crushers. Charlie Ashcroft coming to bat. As you watch Terrell Joyce cross the plate. Ashcroft falls fastball back. 0-1. We do have action down in the Carp bullpen as Gary Owens in the second inning of work First inning must have been under 10 pitches, but this inning he'll be approaching his 30. There's a good curveball, and Crawford's right on it. Fouls that back. 0-2. Here's the 0-2 from Gary Owens. Fastball low. A good 0-2 pitch. Something outside of the zone that's still a competitive pitch. Looking for a hitter to get overly aggressive. Good job from Ashcroft from staying. Here's the 1-2. Good slider. Strikes out. Ashcroft leaves the runner second and third. 1 out now. For the Crushers still trailing 5-2. Gonna bring up the right fielder, Nick Carfora. Last year was mainly only used as a pitcher for the Carp. This year he's going to get to do both. He can handle the bat. He takes that slow curveball in. So get me over curveball from Gary Owens. Get himself ahead. It's the one where you figure the batter isn't going to be swinging on the first pitch. So you throw the big arc, make sure it gets over, and now I follow it up with something a little harder. There's the harder one. And that one dropped off the table at the end. And he's ahead 0-2. Carfara looking to put a ball in play. The infield's back for the Carp, willing to surrender a run. They're up 5-2 in the bottom of the second inning. Good block there by Carter Powell. Keep the ball in front of him and runners at bay. Right there, that something scoots by you. That's a run, and then another one at third. All of a sudden, your 3-run lead turns into 1 run if a ball gets put in place. So, nice job by the young man there. Helping his team out. Up and away. Non-competitive fastball there. Evens the count 2-2. The screen does say 3-1, but it is a 2-2 count. 2-2 pitch from Gary Owens. Good curveball, strike 3. And back-to-back strikeouts for Gary Owens. Working to get himself out of this inning. And we have a young man from Henley and Grange, Liam Bull, stepping up to plate. Just got back from the United States, I believe last night, where he was off with an Australian prospects team, where all reports were that he performed very well. Looking at possibly a future opportunity for school for himself. He was looking to jump on a fastball there. Owens came back with that curveball, which he's fallen in love with this inning. So hitters might need to make that adjustment. Again, that one's going to be a dribbler up first base. Fielded by himself, hustling down the line. But he's able to get over there. Carp do put a couple on the board. Can't blow it back to get back to 5, but they score a couple, and it's 5-2. And Carp going to be looking to get themselves even a bigger lead when we come back. We're back. Super League Baseball, Adelaide, 2019. First game of the second season. As you can see, the score is 5-2 for the Carp. We're in the top of the third inning. A little more run scoring this season. Runners start first and second. Nobody out. International baseball rules. Nico Vanderlinden steps up to the plate. Vanderlinden in his first at bat was safe on a fielding error. Scored a run. There's first pitch. Josh Tyndall in his second inning of work. Takes ball one up. That's been mentioned a few times, and I'm sure we will over the first few weeks with the new rules. It's something the players are going to have to get a little bit used to. It is across internationally a little bit discussed by players. Vanderlinden hits that one in the left. That one's going to be foul territory. See if there's a play there. Oh, able to run over near the line. Makes the catch. Charlie Ashcroft tracks that ball down for the first out of the inning. So when Super League this season announced these rule changes, there was lots of discussion from players around Adelaide and internationally around the world about the rules. It does. It's not traditional baseball that some people would like, but it is the international baseball, the extra inning rules. You may see some of this at the Premier 12 coming up for the baseball fans who will be watching the Australian baseball games. There's that good slider that Tyndall's starting to find a little bit of handle on in the last couple innings. Got ahead of Perez here 0-1. Cesar Perez struck out his first inning, primarily known as a pitcher. He's the import with the West Torrens Eagles currently. Going to be a back pick at second base. Shortstop gets out. Ground ball hit to third. Tag the runner. And the ball's going to flip over to first. And Terrell Joyce is going to make the decision, make the tag. We got a double play. And there's the possibility of what we're going to get in Super League. I think Josh Tyndall maybe threw 4 pitches that inning. Got himself a fly out to left field. Then as we can see here, Cesar Perez, 2-hopper. Liam Bull decides to tag the runner out, ride him like a horse, and then throw over to first base, get himself out of the inning. Good inning from Tyndall. Crusher's going to try to nibble back into this, going to the bottom of the third. 5-2, Carp. Welcome back, fans. Super League action, Wednesday night baseball here in Adelaide. We have a pitching change for the Carp this inning. Jack Higginbotham will take over after Gary Owens threw 2 innings, gave up a couple runs. Higginbotham looks like he'll be taking over in the 9 spot. Jack Platten coming out of the game with Nico Vanderlinden sliding over to right. First pitch, taken for ball 1. Darcy Berry getting his first shot. Gary Owen stays in the game, moves to center field. Nico Vanderlyn over to right. Higginbotham will take Jack Platten's spot in the batting order. There's Darcy Berry, another young player getting his first opportunity in Super League Baseball. Squared to bunt the first time. Crushers keep that on at the moment. Takes fastball up high. 2-0. First and second, nobody out as we start the inning. We'll see if the Crushers decide to keep going. They want to turn it over to the top of the order of Herrera and Whitefield with runners on base and get a sacrifice and 1 out. Or if they turn him loose with him ahead of count, 2-0. Didn't square around that time, but pitch was quite high. Easy take, 3-0. I'm sure he's going to be instructed to at least take 1, if not 2 pitches here, with Higginbotham starting the inning with 3 straight balls. Backdoor pick at second base. Nearly got him. Carfara dives back just to the outreach of Mitch Lightbody's glove. And runners on base for the last 2 runners from the previous inning. So you get Carfara on second, Liam Bull on first. 3-0 pitch from Jack Higginbotham. And fastball right down the middle of the plate. Barry taking the entire way, get himself. Looking probably for the exact same one here. We'll see if they turn him loose or if they ask him to take another pitch as one of the younger players in Super League. And slow roller, light body, pumps, throw to first, got him at second base. Good play there by Mitch Lightbody. It was hit too slow to get a double play. So as he planted his foot, kind of double clutched the ball to make sure he was able to make a good throw and get the lead runner at second base there. We got runners on the corners. 1 out for the top of the order, Anthony Herrera. He popped up to second base his first at bat, which turned into a double play because the runner wandered a little too far at second base. He'll be looking to make amends here. And throw over to first base. Barry gets back easy. Herrera just came off a championship with the River City Rascals of the Frontier League. Congratulations to them, where he's primarily a pitcher out of the bullpen. Here he'll be asked to do both for Port Adelaide. He takes ball and dirt. He is the import. Last year he did hit 312 and 109 at bats, 3 home runs, 17 RBIs, with a 9-1 record on the mound. For the Crushers, he did have 30 at bats. He was their leadoff hitter last year, 259 average, and helped them go. That one he hits into center field. We'll see if they test Gary Owen's arm. And here comes Carfor. Comes the throw to the plate. It's going to be a little bit up the line, and he's going to score. As Carpal had to play the ball off the hop to keep the runner at first base, and the Crushers tack another one back. It's 5-3. You know, the wind playing a little bit of tricks. Owen sets himself under, 2 hands, makes a good throw to the plate. Just a little bit up the line. Allow Carfor to score in behind. And we've got Aaron Whitefield coming up for his second at bat. Hit a bullet right back the mound, grazing Gary's ball cap the first time up. He takes strike 1. Higginbotham getting ahead. Whitefield may want that one back. That was a fastball up in the zone, looking something to drive here into a gap. There goes the runner. Ball just goes in behind. Maybe a stolen base there for Darcy Berry. Maybe not what Aaron Whitefield was expecting to see when he signed up to play Super League action for the first 2 weeks. He's going to primarily be a designated hitter. He's going to play today for the Crushers this game. And the game follows this one, he'll be with the Clippers, and then next week he'll have games with the Wasps and Carp. So he's going to get 1 game for each. One member of the Adelaide Giants and Minnesota Twins organization. It's the ball outside. Barry's going to try. Going to be the throw from Powell. And it's going to be short. Good base running there from Darcy Berry. Heads up as the ball scooted away, able to grab himself a base with 1 out. Sorry, with 2 outs. He'd be able to score now if there happened to be a misplay on the infield or at second base. You're not going to be able to score on that. Here comes the pitch to Whitefield. Fastball outside. Whitefield getting a little anxious on that one there. Even the count 2-2. He's looking to help his team of the game out, get them back even further closer. And that he's right on that one as that one was fouled straight back. Here comes the 2-2 pitch from Higginbotham. Whitefield set. It looks like he got a slider that stayed inside and kept his hands in, but just missed a little bit. That's one that back in the video room, Aaron may want to look at and wish that he had that one back, depending what happens with the rest of this at bat, as he just missed that one there. Fastball up and away. Whitefield swings through for the 3rd out of the inning. Higginbotham with a big strikeout to end the inning, but the Crushers do add 1 back. So after 3 innings, it's 5-3. Carp coming to bat in the top of the 4th. We're back for Super League action. I'm Rob Ushy. We're here in the top of the 4th inning. Carp with a 5-3 lead. Jumped up 5-0 after 2 innings. The Crushers have clawed their way back, as we hear in the top 4. Todd Treblecock taking over for the Crushers. 3rd pitcher of the game for them. This is another freshman player for the Super League. This will be his first opportunity, as he was not one of the players who signed up last year, but this year definitely be called upon as he's a ground ball contact specialist. We got runners on base every inning to start. Last year for the Magpies at Port Adelaide, 31 2/3 innings. Gave up a few hits, 32 hits. Only 18 strikeouts, but he also only walked 18 batters. So he puts the ball in the zone, allows the batters to hit it, which is you're going to thrive this year if you can get ground balls at your defense and get yourself double plays. A little bit of confusion on the base paths with the new rules, as everything, like I said, we do start with runners on, and it's the last 2 runners from the previous inning. So we just had a little confusion there. Looks like we're going to be set to go now. Jack Partington's going to be taking his second at bat. His first at bat, he reached on a fielder's choice, stole a base, and scored a run. Jack, a former Golden Grove Dodger, transferred. He lays one down this time. Transferred to Henley Grain. Treblecock up, plays over to first base, and Partington beats that out. A little bit of hustle down the line. We've seen that a few times from him tonight. Down the line on the fielder's choice. He beat it out on double play this time. Turns it, his sacrifice bunt turns into a bunt single. And now the Carp have the bases loaded. Nobody out for third baseman Jacob Stott. Single with 2 RBIs in his first at bat of Super League action. He's one of the young players. Last year 0 for 3. This year 1 for 1. Give him a chance to himself a couple more RBIs here with the ball in play. Taking all the way. 0-1. Third baseman's had a nice debut for the Carp. A tough ground ball at third base, able to help his team get out of the inning. 2 RBI single. This time he takes a curveball. That one catches the inside part of the plate. 0-2. Going to be looking to defend here. Hoping to put a ball somewhere to the outfield to get a sac fly. Crushers do have the infield back as they're only behind by a couple runs, so they're conceding a run here on ground ball. That one he pops up. It's going to be shallow right field, deep second base. Going to be under ball. That's going to be the first out of the inning. As Darcy Berry takes the ball in. With that pop up on the infield, that was a infield fly. A runner was out whether he caught the ball or dropped the ball because it stayed on the infield. But the runners, it's up to their peril as to whether they want to run after. Here we go. Good slide on the outside corner. Get ahead. Gonna be Carter Powell. Struck out, got called looking in his first at bat as Partington stole second. That one comes inside, misses a little bit low. But again, Treblecock's all over the zone. He's filling it up, which is what his manager's going to want to see out of him. Could have been why they selected him. Again, another off-speed pitch comes in there. Get ahead 1-2. You can see a little smile there from Powell. He's obviously looking for a fastball after back-to-back off-speed pitches. We'll see if he gives them four in a row. Usually you like to vary it up a little bit, but it seems to be quite comfortable with that. That one comes with the fastball inside and just misses. Even the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded here for the Carp. Top of the 4th inning, 1 out. Looking to grab themselves their multiple lead as they stake themselves to a 5-0 lead. Crushers have clawed back. Here's the 2-2. Ground line drive. Caught by Terrell Joyce. And it's an easy double play as the base runner, Jack Partington, couldn't do anything about that one there. He's got himself his extended lead, as we can see on the right-hand side of the screen. Good contact, but right at Joyce. He catches it on the shoe tops. Partington's back, but he couldn't get back in time. Line drive double play. Crushers looking to edge back a little bit at a time. We head to the bottom of the 4th. 5-3, Carp. And we're back as Terrell Joyce stepping up to the plate for the Crushers. They fell behind early 5-0, but here we are in the bottom of the 4th inning, 5-3. First and second, nobody out, and the slugger coming to bat, Jack Higginbotham in the 2nd inning of work. You can see we're at the 67 and change minute mark on the bottom of the screen. Terrell Joyce goes after the first one, fouls it off. Behind 0-1. This year we do have a 90-minute time limit, so the Crushers coaches will be looking to get something going in the next inning or two as they doing a little time management. Probably don't have much more than 5 or 6 innings tonight as we've been plagued by a little bit of rain here. Here's the 0-1 to Joyce. Woo, a little bit high, and look out. There's a back pick at second base, and they got the runner hung up. And he's going to be, runner gets down to second base. Easy tag out there. Nope. And we do have home plate. Boughton has called hit by pitch on the play. Terrell Joyce was grazed on that. We can see he got him, looks like on the shoulder or the top part of the arm. So it kind of defeats the, you can see the umpires right there calling time. The runners, Herrera's wondering what's going on as time was called. And Higginbotham a little bit of trouble to start here now. Bases loaded, nobody out. Pat Inglis coming up. He goes after the first fastball he sees. And it's 0-1 count. Inglis singled and got an RBI his first at bat. You're looking to do that again. That one's a line drive. Right at Mitch Lightbody. He makes the catch for the out on the play. It's like he was trying to get the runners to go, feigning he dropped it. As we can see here, he goes up, great play, comes down. Catch was already signified by the umpire that it was made. Great call there, and then a little bit of fun with teammates Mitch Lightbody and Aaron Whitefield of the Adelaide Giants this year at second base. But it is just the one out. Line drive L6 if you're scoring at home. Mason Clavel stepping up to the plate. Bases loaded, one out now. Good curveball there by Higginbotham. Nice and tight, bottom of the zone. Clavel swings over top, 0-1 as we got, looks like a little misty rain coming through here now. It's not the rain that was before, but winds are picking up again. Hopefully, be a drive to center field. Clavel doubled his first at bat. This time Owens comes up with it. Be a throw into third base, keep the runner at second, and Herrera comes in to score. And Crushers claw back for another one. And a sac fly there from Mason Clavel. As we see, good play from Gary Owens. Got it in, didn't allow the runners to advance. Probably wasn't going to get the runner at the plate. They were up by 2. Allows that run to score, but keeps Whitefield at second base and Joyce at first. Charlie Ashcroft struck out his first at bat, and there goes Whitefield, the throw to third. And he's in with a stolen base. That's the professional in the Aaron Whitefield there, picked up on something from Higginbotham. He went on the young man's first movement. We're watching the replay of the sac fly from Mason Clavel. I'm probably looking maybe for Terrell Joyce here to be going, getting himself. There goes Joyce, first movement again. That ball's going to be going to the screen. Whitefield's going to come in to score. Joyce round second base, and he cruises into third without his throw. And we have a tie game. Falling behind early 5-0, and the Crushers have clawed themselves back all the way to make it 5-5. This time using their speed on the bases. And pitch before, Aaron Whitefield, heads up baseball, picked up on something, went on first movement, walked into third base. Terrell Joyce, first movement again, and Carter Powell wasn't able to come up with that ball. Now the Crushers looking to take advance. That one's a good block from Carter Powell as Jack Higginbotham spikes a fastball in front of the plate. And we've got a 2-0 count. And Crusher's looking to take advantage of maybe a little nerves in the young man on the mound. That one's going to be up and in. And Charlie Ashcroft walks on 4 pitches. Nick Carfora, the right fielder, coming up to bat. He was called out looking his first time up on an inside curveball. Let's see if they keep going on first movement on Higginbotham here. Nothing, and he misses badly up. Carter Powell's going to go out and have a talk with the pitcher here. This year, new teammates. Jackie Higginbotham made the switch from the Woodville Senators to East Torrens. Powell and Higginbotham may not have had much time to work together before, but they are. See if they can come on the same page here. Carfora takes another one high. It'll be a play. Time where a batter is going to decide whether he wants to jump all over the first pitch he sees that's close, or maybe inch his way a little closer and make the pitcher throw a strike. That one's way outside. It's 3-0 to Carfora. The runners on the corners with 2 out. There is action in the Carp bullpen. We'll see how long manager Darren Roberts keeps going with Higginbotham if he can't find the zone. He just walked Charlie Ashcroft on 4 straight. And it's another 4 straight pitch walk to Nick Carfora. And it looks like we're seeing Darren Roberts stepping out of the dugout. That's going to probably be all for Jack Higginbotham. Walking back-to-back batters on 8 pitches. A tough break for the young man. He came and got his team out of trouble in the 3rd inning, allowing one inherited run to score, but it could have been a lot worse as he's able to get his team into the 4th. But right now he's going to exit this one, 2 out, the bases loaded. He's going to turn the ball over. And then the Carp are going to see if they can get themselves out of here. As we can see the 75-minute mark. And it is a 90-minute game, but we also cannot start a new inning after 80 minutes. So if the Crushers can take a lead and manage to hold on a little longer, we may see a possible quick ending to this game sooner than expected. But you see the tall man from the Adelaide Angels, Hugh Batchelor, coming in to pitch for the Carp. He was his first year playing Super League. Another one of the young arms in Adelaide who's going to probably really strive being able to throw a little bit on the weekend for the Angels and then come back and get a little essentially bullpen work through a good game on the weekend against East Torrens. Unfortunately, his bullpen wasn't able to hold it for him. But last year's 3-9 with the 6.14, 77 2/3 inning, 47 walks, 47 strikeouts. So he definitely wants to keep the walks down, but he's another one of those pitchers like Treblecock for the Crushers. He's going to fill up the zone, let players put balls in play, which is going to strive for double plays in this league this year. But here we go, 2 out, bases loaded, tie game. Strike 1. Liam Bull from Henley and Graham's had himself a breakout rookie season last year for the Rams. Be looking to build on it right here in Super League. That fastball in the dirt. Even the count, 1-1. Good. Terrell Joyce, great speed at 3rd base. Something scoots away. Very knowledgeable base runner. Carter Powell's going to have to be quick to pounce on it. That one's wide. And 2-1. So winds are picking up. Rains are coming in again. Here comes the 2-1. Crossbody action. That one's going to be inside. Just misses the inside elbow of Liam Bull. And 3-1 pitch. That one's going to be outside. That was going to be another walk. That's 3 straight walks for Carp pitchers. Going to walk in the go-ahead run. And it's 6-5 for the Crushers here. Darcy Berry coming to the plate. And as I was quickly mentioning, that we do have the 90-minute time limit this year, but you can't start new innings after 80 minutes. So the umpires have called this game as we weren't going to be able to start the next inning before the 80-minute time frame came. So essentially we had a walk-off win from the Crushers. Last year they won the championship grand final 1-0. This year fell behind 5-0 early, but the young arms of the Carp fell behind a little bit, weren't able to get themselves enough strikes, and ended up losing 6-5. You see the handshakes coming as the players come out. Todd Treblecock's going to get the win today, and Jack Higginbotham the loss. But we have the first game of the 2019 Super League season. We go 6-5 for the Denmark Crushers as they repeat grand final from last year. We have the JSR Plumbing Wasps and the Clippers coming up 8 o'clock, so in 20 minutes. And again, we got some powerful lineups coming. The Clippers are projected to be one of the power bots this year. Some of the quote-unquote experts have predicted they go 6-0 in the 6-week season. But I think they were predicted to do quite well last year, and they didn't quite fill it up. So we'll see if they can come back, rebound this season. Well, we'll see you in 20 minutes for Game 2 with the JSR Plumbing Wasp against the Clippers. I'm Rob Ushy. We'll see you in a minute.